On 24th of February 2022, Russia invaded Ukraine. Everyone blamed Vladimir Putin for attacking an independent country like Ukraine. People made protests against Russia. NATO, European Union, and companies like Apple, Amazon, Netflix imposed sanctions on Russia. On the face of it, entire world was believed that this is all due to Russians' fault, or made to be believed. Who's to blame for Russian invasion of Ukraine? In today's video of Neutral Point, let's try to analyze this from Russian perspective. One thing is pretty clear why Russia invaded Ukraine. It's because Ukraine is trying to join NATO and NATO encouraging Ukraine for the same. Pro-Ukrainian or pro-Americans say that Ukraine is an independent country and can act according to their own interest. While on the other hand, pro-Russians say that Ukraine is border country of Russia and former member of USSR. Before we jump to any conclusions, let's go back to Cold War. In early 1960s, America had their nuclear missiles in Turkey and Italy, which was not liked by USSR. And when America failed to establish pro-American leadership in Cuba, Cuba invited USSR to have their nuclear missiles in their country. USSR accepted Cuba's invite and hosted their missiles in Cuba. When USA found out about this, it caused a naval blockade near Cuba. USA shares only maritime border with Cuba, unlike Ukraine, which shares actual border with Russia. This situation is the closest we have ever been to World War III. After that, USA agreed on letting Cuba to be a free independent country and removed their nukes from Italy and Turkey, and USSR agreed on removing their nukes from Cuba. During this issue, USSR stated that Cuba is an individual country and can act according to their own interest, whereas America opposed it strongly. Now, America is contradicting its own statement in the case of Russian-Ukraine war. During the dissolution of Soviet Union and the end of Cold War, Russian government asserts that an oral agreement was reached regarding the non-expansion of NATO into Eastern Europe. Despite of that, NATO expansion went on to include even former Soviet Union countries like Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, and so on. Now, even during the Russian-Ukraine war, Finland, the country that shares longest border with Russia, joined NATO. NATO, which was formed against the Soviet Union and was supposed to be around North Atlantic, now expanded to the borders of Russia and surrounding it. NATO military at the border of Russia is just like US military at Russian border. By definition, it will make Russia angry. Majority of the people blame Russia for its aggression due to influence of strong US media and Hollywood, in which all heroes are Americans and all villains are either Russian or Chinese. We don't know if World War III will happen in future or it had already begun. But in case if Russia came to the brink of losing the war, would you be surprised if Putin uses nuclear weapons? What would you do if you were in the place of Putin? Would you invade Ukraine? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.